See, you can't. I would take care of my own stuff. See, I don't even bring up sexual harassment charges, because if I haven't thrown that thing at you to let you know that I wanted you, then when you came at me, I'm going to chin check you right there. And we're not going no further. Yeah. So now, who is it that's suing? And it seems to me just like the men who brought the Pharisees who brought the woman in adultery in the very act. That tells me, if you found her in the very act, who was knocking at the door trying to get in there and get him some, and she was already busy, and now you got mad, and then you went and told Jesus, okay, well, how'd you catch her in the very act? What was you doing at her house? Evidently, you was trying to go get you a piece. And so now that it's been exposed, you want to come bring it to Jesus and say that something is wrong. And this is the same thing with this. You was doing it. He was sucking and licking and all of that other stuff. You was taking that money and whatever you was doing. Now you snitching. Why you snitching now? Because God says it's time out. You got to be exposed. That's why. So he need to be delivered. I believe that's all it is to it. And we as a church, we as a people need to have mercy on, who are we to judge? We call it like we see it. If he out there, close his door. If he out there doing what he doing, then he doing what he doing. Okay, but it's time for him to stop. It's time for him to, his time is up. You can't be over God's people like that and leading people astray, because your spirit is bouncing off. So he probably got a whole house full of homosexuals and people doing homosexual things and different things that they doing now that they probably don't even know where them spirits came from. But he just sending them spirits out there, just dispensing them because he preaching over them people. So he need to, he need to be delivered. I think that's what the problem is, and that's why it's being exposed.
Well, that's why I just called you to see what you wanted to say on it, and I'm gonna post this video. This is my cousin Carolyn. She's an evangelist, and I just wanted to know what she thought about it, because she lives in Los Angeles, so she didn't really know too much about it, but that's her daughter doing her hair. Anyway, I don't know. My whole thing with him, like I said, is just the money. I just feel like he's wrong for taking those people money, knowing you doing this, and then you giving the money to these boys.
He's
so you
wrong
can go
in so many areas, though, Chris.
But I know he's wrong. He's wrong for the gay stuff. But to me, I think about me. If I gave my offering there, I think about what if I gave my offer. I'd be highly upset right now.
He could be as gay as he want to be, not in the pulpit.
Thank you so much.
So see, he wrong for even being in the pulpit to be there to collect the offering, because just like it says in Malachi, oh priest, this commandment is for you. You doing some of everything under the sun, and then you want to beat the people over the head about their tithes and their offerings. What are you doing with them when they bring them? Because the people are bringing the offerings, but what you doing with them when you get them? And everybody want to beat the people over the head talking about the tithes and the offerings. No, we give our tithes and offerings, but it's what you do with it, and what he's doing with it shows that he shouldn't have never been in the pulpit to begin with. And when he was in there doing what he was doing, maybe he thought he was delivered and he relapsed on it or whatever the case may be. So go sit your tail down and go say, I need some help, and I'm going to go sit down because I'm having these feelings and I got this stuff going on with me and I need to do something different and I need some help. But no, he didn't do that. He stayed and he covered up his sin. And the day is going to come where all sin is going to be exposed. His, mine, everybody else's. So you might as well go and tell it, because it's going to come out. Ain't nothing done in the dark, even in the dark hotel room under the name of Dick Tracy, that it ain't come out and be trailed back to who you are. So it's time to repent. It's time to make an amends. It's time to turn your life around. And now that everybody know who you hiding from, because everybody knew anyway.
That's what I feel.
Ain't nobody blind. I didn't know because I don't go there.
Well, if you got to look at him on the internet and you'll see he wears tight muscle shirts even when he's preaching on the pulpit. Even when he used to be on TVN, he'd be wearing them tight muscle shirts.
Yeah, well, if a donkey can preach, a man with a gay man can, but that don't mean that the donkey was called and the gay man probably wasn't. But being called and being chosen is two different things. Yeah. You might be called, but you didn't wait for him to tell you what he chose you to do. And everybody think it mean to go up there and preach. It just may not mean that. It may mean to get delivered. It may just mean get saved and give your testimony. That may just mean all it is for you to do. But, people want to do what they want to do. I don't want to be no bishop and no pastor.
Well, he appointed himself. Nobody appointed him bishop. He appointed himself.
Yeah, well, see, I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't even
allowed me to do it because it's too heavy of a burden. Shoot, I'm a mother. And being a mother is, oh my God. And now you're talking about a whole bunch of people that you got to take before God and you got to do everything you do. If this going to be critiqued and judged like my kids do, oh Lord, I'm not going to, sit down. Unless God appointed me to do that, then I would be equipped to carry that burden of being that pastor. But now look where he at. Look what's going on. He need to repent from that. He need to go and get himself together. And like you said, since you about the money, he need to get that money back.
I think tomorrow he needs to like start handing out checks, because you know how these people do nowadays in these churches. They itemize what you give it tithes. That's why I don't write my name on tithes, because to me, I'm giving it to you to do stuff for the church. And at the end of the year, I don't care. I don't want no money back. These people so scandalous now. They want a doggone W-2 from when they pay their tithes. So he got the record. They have the records of who gave their tithes. So he need to just have some checks out, just have at the pulpit, stand there. So-and-so, Susan Doe, come get your check for the money you gave this year. Alan Green, come get, he needs to do that, because get them people their money back. Tell them they can, we gonna.
He ain't got the money.
I know he don't have the money, but I'm just saying, that's my thing. And then also, everybody's saying that tomorrow he's probably gonna step down because he doesn't want to go. Like, he was supposed to go on Tom Jordan Morning Show, and he didn't go. And then he was supposed to have a news conference on Friday. He didn't have it, so he said he's just gonna tell people, answer the allegations on Sunday. And so then I said, I hope he ain't gonna be standing at that pulpit. I hope he gonna be standing on the ground, talking to the people flat-footed on the same level with them, because at this moment and at this time, you would need to be trying to be as humble as possible. He has a wife. How your wife gonna show up on Sunday, next to you? What's that gonna be about? I don't understand.
He's married?
Yeah, he's married. He have I don't know how many kids he have, but he's married. Somebody said he's been married 3 different times. Yeah. So I don't know, but I think I'm going to have to separate this video right now because we went into 17 minutes, but it's all right because I can do 10 minutes and then do a 7-minute. So I'm going to put this on YouTube, so hold on. Hello, YouTube. This is Chrysanthemum. Hello. I'm saying bye-bye. And make a comment. Please rate and please subscribe. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, Carolyn.
Bye, Carol. Oh, bye. I just said what you told me to say.
Oh, Lord. Say bye, Jasmine.
Bye.